Germany warns Trump's Ukraine peace plan may miss its Thursday deadline. Major doubts emerge.
The task now is to use the 28-point plan presented by the U.S. government as a basis for drafting a document that is acceptable to all parties, which will be presented by Ukraine, accepted, and used in negotiations with Russia. I have made another proposal which falls short of a complete solution, so to speak. I don't want to go into detail here because it is currently being negotiated in Geneva. I remain unchanged. Yes, I don't want to say pessimistic, but at the moment I am not yet convinced that the solution desired by President Trump will be reached in the next few days. Today is Sunday. President Trump's plan is to reach a conclusion on Thursday. We are still very far from that. That doesn't mean it's completely impossible to reach, but I am skeptical whether such an outcome is possible given the current differences. But we will have to wait and see.
And as far as Ukraine is concerned, there is also a clear signal from us in Germany to China. China is one of the most influential, perhaps the most influential country in relation to Russia. And, of course, this power must also be used to do everything possible to end the war.
I also see this conversation as further preparation for my visit to China next year, which has been confirmed but still needs to be finalized in terms of timing. However, it will definitely take place in the first few weeks of next year. And I am going into the talks with high expectations. China is an important trading partner for Germany. China is an important stabilizing force in the world. It has a lot of influence not only in the region but far beyond, including on what we see emerging on the horizon as a global order, so to speak. And I want to expressly agree, China can exert influence on Russia. And in our joint assessment, this influence could well be a little greater. I must say that what really struck me here today and yesterday, and what I find quite fascinating, is the fact that we can see that the world is currently undergoing a realignment and that new connections are being formed here, and that the United States of America has played a fairly minor role. Except for South Africa President Cyril Ramaphosa's closing remarks, who then handed over the G20 reins, so to speak. So a lot has happened here, and America was mentioned in passing, but I don't think it was a good decision on the part of the American government to be absent here. But the American government has to know that for itself. It was good for us to be here.
Für uns war es gut, dass wir hier waren.